Hello YouTube, this is Matt Pullen, and I've already played 2 live Blitz games this morning, and I did not play particularly well in either of them. I lost the first one, won the second one. So I'm going to play one more game in hopes that I can, present a decent level game from my perspective. You'd think I would just, give it a rest for the day, but no. I'm going to try and play one more. Okay, so I'm playing against Lawless Law and 1847, so a little bit lower than me. So he plays 4 up. I think I'll play the open. G6. So he's playing the dragon. What do I want to play against this? I think I'll play bishop G5 and then bishop B5. So my idea is to play an early pawn to E5. Here, shoot, I haven't studied this in quite some time. I know the idea is for white to play an early E5 in certain situations. Like, gosh, I've already started, getting into something that I don't know. And that's a mistake, certainly. See, E5, and then D takes E, and then I don't have any follow-up from there. Can I play? I don't know, it feels like my position is, should not be able to support F4. Can I take on F6 and then knight D5? Probably not, because I think I'll just castle here. So already I'm probably allowing my opponent to equalize quite comfortably. And now can I take and then play, like, take on D7, and then play something like F4 and E5? Or can I take on F6 and then play knight D5? I think I'll try playing the F4. Because he can't play his queen, to B6 to get any, diagonal tactic going on here. Can I take on C6 now and then play E5? Probably not, because if queen takes, then E5, and then queen C5. He has takes, and queen C5 check. So, I've kind of wandered into a big pile of nothing here. See, taking on F6 and then knight D5 doesn't do anything because my knight is hanging. So I think I'll take on C6 here. Yeah, I think trying to play another game was clearly a mistake. See, taking on F6 and then playing pawn E5. There might be something there because he's pinned temporarily. His queen is hanging. Now knight E4. I can play the knight into E4. Or I can just take on D6 and try and pile on his D pawn. No, I should probably reinforce the pawn on E5. So queen E2. And wow, I'm really playing like a total fish. Oh wait, he can just take on E5. Pawn takes E5, and then can't take back because if then queen D4 check. However, I can play rook D1 if he takes on E5. In between move too. But still, you feel like his. All right, so he did not take advantage of that right away. Can I play knight A4 here with the idea of plopping the knight down on C5? and then queen to e3. Of course, the queen's not protected on e3, but all right, so play d3, and he's got to move his rook, and then he'll be threatening c5. So I need to do something to protect the knight on c5, or to protect my queen. So I'll just play like rook e1, protecting the queen. So if he plays bishop f8, I can just move my knight. Play bishop to a4, so I'm the knight to a4, so I'm blockading the queenside pawns. And I gotta swing my other rook to. He's threatening to take on a4 and then skewer me. So I'll just bring my rook to c3 to put pressure on his c6 pawn. And now can I just take this? Knight takes. He pushes d4. Good move. I can't take this. I can play a3. And then where does his rook go? a3, and now I should probably think about pushing on the king side. So was he threatening? Is he threatening to push d4? No. Is he threatening to push c4? Maybe, because my a3 pawn is loose. I should probably try and get some kind of a king side push in, given where my pawns are pointing in this game. So he's clearly he's trying to push c4, and I'll just let him do that, and we'll see who prevails here. So I'll chop on six. Rook f6 is e6. Now he can take on a3 if he wants to. That's just a... see, can I take on c4 here? No, what if I just play... What if I just bring my rook over to f3 and double here? And now can I play knight c3, and then when he moves his rook, bring my... Oh, too late for that. See, how can I improve my position here? I should play g5, taking advantage of the fact that his... or h4, taking advantage of the fact that his rook is temporarily hanging on... he can't take this pawn because his rook is temporarily hanging on b7. So now he can take it, but I can play the h5 to try and open up his king. Alright, here he's threatening to take on c7, so I can take here first. And then I can just retreat to f6. Alright, fair enough. And I'll play... Wow, this is really bad. I don't really have a constructive plan here. He's going to play his bishop to g5, and of course it's, my stuff is trapped, so I'm just losing here again. Of course this check comes in, and I can take on g6 for check. Alright, I'm going to check there. And check here. And I can promote this pawn, can't I? And then just take here, and let's increment. It should be... I should be alright here. check and take this. And I can use some pre-moves to gain time. Now he's got like 4 minutes, so... Again, that was a game that was not very well played. I was clearly losing, but my opponent allowed me to, get in that knight e5 check, and that created, some tactical problems. And my opponent is just stalling now, stalling for time out of spite. So I'm not going to make you watch this. I'm sorry I was not able to play any good games today for you to, for you to watch. So have a good one, YouTube.